Hi my lovelies, and welcome to my channel Weird is the New Black. My name is Kat, and this pick a card is entitled Messages from Your Person, as requested by one of my favourite online readers, Sony, otherwise known as the Red Pill Pusher. I shall post a link to her channel below. Do check her out, she's awesome. Anyway, as ever, take time to resonate towards your number, and I will see you on the other side. Hi my lovelies, welcome to pile one. So, what messages from your person? Please tune me in spirit to the messages for pile one. Let me just turn my heater off, hang on. Really buggers up my audio. Right. Okay. I was unfaithful, and I wish I could change that now. I only have myself to blame. Oh, kicking off with a third-party situation. It says, I'm broke and I don't feel I have anything tangible to offer you at the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, this person is feeling some kind of way about some form of betrayal. Involving another person. So this person is, I'm pretty sure this person would be somebody from your past, is what I'm guessing, because it implies you're in a relationship and that they have betrayed the trust of that relationship in some way. So it could be a friend as well. It doesn't have to be a romantic situation, but it could be somebody that just was disloyal to you in some way. They know, they are at least taking accountability for the fact that they've screwed up here, is the feeling. I feel like, do you know what? I feel like this person wanted to be the one that was like sought after or fought over, is what I'm getting. Fighting. It's like they wanted somebody to, they wanted people to, they like to rival. They like to use people. Speak, Cat. This person likes people to fight about them, or to be in competition for them, because it makes them feel that they're in control of the situation. Yeah, this person, yeah, the energy is like one of wanting to feel superior because of more than one person wants them. Ugh, I don't like this energy. I need to protect myself at the moment. It's the sensible thing to do. Why? Because you might get bashed over the head by pile one for being unfaithful. At the bottom, we've got, I kept things hidden from you and I never expected you to find out. Now you know the truth and I feel exposed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, indeed. And it wasn't like it was difficult to figure out, is my vibe, because, you know, we've got 3 zeros here at the bottom of that lock. So that's where you would start in order to try and break the lock. And this person really didn't bother hiding things particularly well, again because they like people to, again with the 3 down here, 3 parts of the lock, they like people to fight about them, and then they're very guarded or very self-protective, or this person may use protection or the concept of being protective in order to defend their bullshit. Or I was just looking out for this person, or I'm just trying to help this person, or I'm just trying to help them into bed, or just trying to help them, you know, diminish you behind your back, or yeah, not at all. It's all about being on top, so to speak. Yeah, I feel like, and they're self-protective because I feel like they fear the repercussions of their bullshit, is the vibe. And maybe they are protecting themselves from you because they're just worried that you're going to that they're going to need, you know, protective items of clothing when you come at them with your sword of truth. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. Yeah. I kept a lid on my emotions. I repressed my feelings for you as they are so intense, and I'm trying to ignore my heart at the moment. Yeah, so this person's trying super hard to bury empathy is what I'm getting. Empathy and desire, and yeah, it feels like a turbulent mix. I'm feeling a bit of a Pandora's box situation with this person, that all the world's woes would pour out of this box if they took the lid off it. Because the thing that scares them the most is being hopeful about healing themselves. Oh my gosh, it's sad, really, frankly, with this person. At the bottom we've got, you inspire me to be a better version of myself. And you're like, well, good, because it's about time. It's the sensation. This person plays people off against each other so that they can be the primary focus. And I feel like it doesn't matter if it's negative or positive, they just want to be in the middle of things. Okay, I believe in magic when we're together. You make my world come alive. It must be love. I beg to differ. I don't think this person's concept of love is really on the same page as yours. It feels quite childlike in its delusion, is the sensation. I mean, they may love you. That may be buried right at the bottom of the box. But what was buried at the bottom of the box was hope. So maybe there's a hope for things magically transforming in this situation. But my feeling is that they're either avoiding you, or they're self-protective, or they're keeping a lid. Yeah, they're avoiding you. They could have ghosted. They could be literally blocked off, and maybe you've blocked this person for sure. But there's this kind of childlike Peter Pan style, naivety around this. It's like having a box of ashes, because I do feel like things are over, things are dead, and this is giving me like an urn now, and then putting glitter over the top of it and saying it can magically become whole again, which it really can't, because this person doesn't want to really look at themselves. They know that they're to blame for this situation, but repressing their feelings is not taking accountability. It's not open and it's not honest. I'm comfortable with doing nothing about this. Yes, I'm feeling lazy and unmotivated. Yes, I'm going to sprinkle glitter on a pile of dog doo-doo. Is the vibe, or cat doo-doo, I don't know, is the vibe. And it's going to, I can tell myself that actually this is a love situation. So maybe with the third party, things maybe not be going so well. Yeah, at the bottom, I feel so trapped in my situation. I have no idea how to escape. I need help. So yeah. So there's the love energy. It must be love, because you pile one, you can help me. You can help me feel better about myself by being a third party again, or being a third party in general. Or, yeah, there's... this person takes risks and then becomes very self-protective and denies that things are over when they are over, and then buys into a heap of delusions about the situation, and then is too fucking lazy to do anything about it. Fucking idiot, honestly. Okay. I'm working on forgiveness and letting go of past wounds. Okay. I don't think you want to know. Look at the penguin. It's like, it's got its head in the air. It's like, nah. You're like, good for you. That's the vibe That's the vibe. I just don't think you want anything to do with this person. I think you're like, yeah, I'm kind of done here. I'm just changing my camera a little bit. Yeah, I'm kind of done here, is what you're saying, part number one. Yeah. You're like, you're not the penguin for me. You're not the penguin I thought you were. That's what I'm getting. Because you might have thought, because I think, do penguins like mate for life? That I think they do. I think they're really like devotional. So maybe you were really devotional with this person. But they would constantly be somebody that would be comparing you to other people or to someone else in particular, and, you know, having you fall short of that, or in order to control or be the most important person. It's giving like hierarchy with the dice up here, and that this person wants to be top dog is the sensation. I want to be the one that is looked to or respected as being protective, as being, you know, as safeguarding the space, as keeping things, but they keep things to themselves. They keep things to themselves about how they really feel about this situation. And I feel like they move from defensive to secretive to delusional to, but they don't do anything about any of that. I keep an eye on you. Yeah, here you go. I want to know what you're doing. I feel left out. And with the security camera here, always give me a slightly creepy vibe with this person, is that they're monitoring you. Monitoring. So what are they bloody waiting for? So at the bottom it says, I think you're gorgeous, both inside and out. You take my breath away. So they're definitely like got the hots for you. They've definitely got the hots for you. Yeah, underneath, I fantasize about you all the time. It gets me hot under the collar. Yeah, this person, you are like very desirable to this person, and I feel like that may be physically, it may be that they feel like a reflected glory when they're in your presence, or this kind of magical energy. I feel like that's your magical energy. And I think that they're trying to keep tabs on you. And maybe they're looking for a way to come in to be forgiven. But it's almost like they're trying to forgive themselves for what they've done, because they just don't, they're defensive. They don't want to really take it on board. They don't want to take accountability. I realise we have a spiritual connection. It's all beginning to make sense to me now. Well, I mean, they may realise this, but my feeling is it's a bit too little too late with this energy. They feel like that you should be together, that you fit together, that you are right with one another. I just don't feel like you reflect that back. I'm having family issues right now. I need to focus on resolving them, is at the bottom of the deck. So they are working on dealing with their family issues, where maybe this behavior originates, or this is like somebody who never got any discipline, or somebody who was allowed to do whatever the hell they pleased, or somebody that just never got the right kind of attention, or never got invested into in the right ways, or I feel like got, negative attention, and so that is somehow played out. Because this person does feel like they're not good enough for you, is the feeling. And while they continue to believe that, they're going to behave that way. And that they won't be. I want to surprise you, watch this space. I do feel that, the unicorn there, they see you as incredibly unique. And you are some kind of magical element to this person. And they do want to just kind of rock up, is the sensation, like, ta-da, 'tis I. Isn't this magical? Let's be in love. And I feel like you're going to be looking at them like this cat, like, and what do you got for me? At the bottom, we've got my anger is an issue right now. I need to foster self-control. I know it's unhealthy. This might be you. This might be you if this person just pops in. I'm going to blaze the house down, mofo. Get away from me. That's the feeling. Don't even go here. Yeah, it's giving me the vibes of, you know, you go to pet the pretty cat and it mauls your fingers. You inspire me to be a better version of me. Yeah, I mean, I think that is genuinely true. I think that you are inspirational, but they're not doing anything apart from sitting on their ass and watching you, feeling inspired. They're not actually taking any action to change their world, to express themselves, to deal with their repressed emotions. They just monitor you. And I feel like they're trying to tell themselves that you have a connection. They're trying to tell themselves that you're just magical in every way. You make me feel vulnerable, it says at the bottom. Yeah, I think that's true. I think that's true. It's a house of cards. I get that you would bring the house down. You would collapse that because it's flimsy. What cards do I want to use? I'm going to use these ones. Okay, let's get some more on this. More on unfaithful, please. Place, area, environment. So maybe they shacked up with somebody else, or yeah, there's something, they shacked up with somebody else. At the bottom we've got isolate, separate, silence. So maybe there was separation between you. Everything went quiet, or they ghosted. Again, that could be the case here. One on the protection energy, please, Spirit. One on the self-protection. Creativity, talent, expression. So I feel, what is this? And then illusion, fantasy, and pretense at the bottom. This feels, I mean, whatever creative thing that they feel that they've got going on, which they feel requires protection, that's an illusion. That it's fantastical. It's almost like they're telling themselves that they're inspired to self-protect. But I just don't think that this is delusional. You know, this person worries me a bit, to be honest. I kept a lid on my emotions. One on that, please, Spirit. Work, effort, job. I'm trying to ignore my heart right now. I think they may just, got involved in some kind of contractual energy, some kind of creative work project could be. And it feels like, I almost feel like Spirit saying, don't sign this. Illusion, fantasy, pretense, again at the bottom. So they could have got involved in something that was really, like, not a great thing to sign up to. Because they weren't listening to their heart. When you don't listen to your heart, you're not listening to your intuition. This is a deflection or distraction mechanism from that this person has enacted in order to avoid how they feel about you. But I feel like they've really gone the wrong way. One just flew out on the floor. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, one on the magic card, the magical unicorn. Oh God, it's flying out. That flipped out. Right way up. Law, vice, temptation. Yeah, they're very tempted towards you, this person. Really tempted towards it. Again, fantasy, illusion, and pretense at the bottom. Like, it's like Spirit's like, it's all nonsense. That's the vibe. That's the vibe I'm getting. It's all nonsense, says Spirit. So I'm comfortable with doing nothing about this. Okay, so the lazy and unmotivated. The lazy as slightly spoiled energy coming through with this person. Maturity, time, and patience. They just don't want to do anything, and they're not planning on doing anything either, is the vibe. They're just going to let time pass until something shocks them into action. Fail, collapse, and shock. Tower energy at the bottom of the deck, and it's going to kind of force them off their arse, is my feeling, because they've just been diddling around doing sweet FA, is the feeling. Yeah, I'm working on forgiveness and letting go of past wounds. Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of that card. I think that's what they, say. I'm just not sure I'm buying it. Protect, defend, and guard. That very defensive energy again. I feel like that's also a spirit message to you, saying you just make sure you protect your energy from this person. Their delusions are extraordinary. So keep an eye on you. They're monitoring you energy. And it's because they have FOMO, right? It's because they don't want to miss out. Rebirth, return, and transformation. They want to come back. Yeah, they want to come back. They're looking for a window for more destruction, damage, and ruin at the bottom of the deck. So this person may have caused immense destruction. Or, end, finality, departure, have just split the deck. Ruinous to the point where it's like game over with this person. They're looking to see if there's a window of opportunity with which they can return or which they can transform the energy. But it doesn't feel like it's coming from a place that's actually genuine at all. They're not putting the work in. They might be, working, but they're not putting the work into themselves. It feels like this person is all about how they're perceived in their outer world, or how people, about being perceived as in a leadership role, or being perceived as the top dog, the main kid on the block. Ease, light, and soothe. Yeah, they want to ease the energy between you both. They want to lighten it up. I think, do you know what I think? I think they want to sweep it under the rug, is what I'm getting. I think they want to kind of pretend things never happened, or just briefly skirt over it. It's to not deal with the heavyweight issues, or to deal with their accountability. Because, saying sorry or asking for forgiveness is one thing, right? Fucking getting off your ass and changing your ways and doing something about it, that's real I'm sorry. If there's no actions to back it up, that's not sorry. That's just, maybe I can do this again. Even if they tell themselves that they've changed, just feels like they want to make light of situations that should not be treated frivolously. Okay, I want to surprise you. Watch this space. Block, obstacle, limit. I feel like it's you. You're like, oh, hell no. You can't be hopping in on me. Hell no. I got you blocked. Yeah, there's chains. There be bolted doorways in this bitch, and you ain't coming in, is the vibe. Yeah, isolate, separate, silence. I feel, again, that's you. See the big crevice? You ain't getting over it. That's the feeling. So you inspire me to be a better version of me. Meditate, breathe, and master. I mean, maybe they are working on trying to align with a better version of themselves. And, I don't want to paint them all entirely in black tones, right? Because, I'm hearing paint it black now. Give me another one on the meditate, breathe, and master. What are they meditating on? What are they breathing through? What are they mastering, please, Spirit? Health, self-care, and body. Okay, that's good. That is good. We don't mind that energy. We like self-care. To what end are they working on these things, please, Spirit? Because they've experienced a burnout, because they've been exhausted, because they've been depressed. And then we've got betrayal, subterfuge, and dishonor at the bottom. So maybe they are dealing with betrayal. And maybe that's what I feel they're not expressing. So they've had time to retreat and take time out on their own. And educate themselves is the sensation. Because they're burnt out, they're feeling, maybe they burnt the candle at both ends, is what I'm getting. And now they're feeling like a physical kickback from this energy. End, finality, departure. Because things are over, is the feeling with this person. And I've split the deck, and we've got grief, tears, and emotion. Yeah, I think, they're maybe just going to have to face up to that process of knowing that things are ended. I don't think they want to do that. And I think all the messages that they would bring to you are like fueled by delusion of the fact that they think that just asking for forgiveness solves the problem. But it's just the beginning. Like recognizing that they've only got themselves to blame and taking accountability is the first step. And it's the first step only. Then changing their approach. But with all this defensiveness, all this guarded energy, it feels secret. I feel that this would not be the case if you hadn't found out about what this unfaithful, if you hadn't found out that they were unfaithful. And it could be to do that they were like betrayed you in your own home, or they're unfaithful around your home, or in an office environment. It could be something to do with work or job here. It's something to do with your security, is the feeling. Which is why I feel you're maybe very protective about your space, or very protective about your environment. Yeah, because I feel like this person betrayed you, and my feeling is that they would do it again. They would do it again, is my feeling with this person. Okay, so one more to end on, please, Spirit. One more. Destruction, damage, and ruin. Well, that just sums it up. Keep separate from this person. Isolate, separate, silence. I feel like this person, whether they intend to or not, the underlying issues that cause them to like jostle for position, or need to feel superior, or need to have people fighting in and around them or about them, or rivaling for their attention, is incredibly destructive energy. And I think that what they present is that what they would like to present is that they're working on forgiveness. This is what they would say to you. I'm working on forgiveness. I'm transforming myself. I want to lighten up the energy between us. I want to clear up any sense of feeling betrayed. I went dark because I needed to for self-protection. I wanted to, but they're still ignoring their heart. Can't ignore your heart and make progress. So yeah, I'm sorry it wasn't a more pleasant message, but that's what I've got for you, part number one. Really hope it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, share, do all the things. Lovely to have you on board. I'll read you again soon. Bye guys. Hi pile 2. So let's get into it. What are the messages that Spirit wants to come through from your person today? Messages from your person. Tune us in with pile 2's person, please, Spirit. I realize we have a spiritual connection. It's all beginning to make sense to me now. Well, this is interesting. And at the bottom it says, I can't believe you blocked me. I never thought you would. So some of you have this person blocked. Others, I don't think that you've actually blocked this person. I just feel that maybe they hit an obstacle with you is what I'm getting. That they felt blocked themselves in some way. I think they thought that this might be easy. But because this is a spiritual connection, it ain't easy, right? They're not easy. They take a lot of self-mastery, a lot of self-care, and a lot of careful, deliberate action is what I'm feeling to say about this. And I'm looking at these pieces of this puzzle here. There is some kind of precision that is required to put a jigsaw puzzle together. I feel that it has been, and I am seeing a jigsaw puzzle as an allegory, because I feel that it has been big gaps missing in terms of information here. And they've had to piece things together. I think they really have tried to piece things together in order to understand this. Interesting energy. Okay. I'm a dreamer. It's hard for me to see the difference between fantasy and reality. Some may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. At the bottom of the deck we got, I feel so romantic towards you. I want to lavish you with love. So this person is a very romantically inclined individual is what I'm getting. It could be that they have like strong Neptune placement in their chart, that there's some kind of strong position. And I feel like they're very imaginative, this person. But they do struggle to separate out what is in their head and what is the reality. And it may be that they struggle to know what's real for you. Because the moon up here, it's giving me like a quietness or a silence, or it's giving very reflective energy. This person is really reflecting. I'm going through the dark night of the soul. Everything feels hopeless at the moment. That's interesting with the moon. I do feel that Spirit is trying to guide this person's intuition. With the owl up here, it's giving me the High Priestess energy. The moon's associated with the High Priestess as well. And they're trying to extrapolate what's real, what's not real. So they are going through some kind of difficult space where they're struggling to see the truth. They're struggling to be discerning. And again, with spiritual connections, that it kicks up all of that energy, doesn't it? Especially if it's something that this person hasn't experienced before. It's something that is like, is this real? Is what I'm psychically or intuitively revealing to myself real? Because I do feel like this person has strong intuition with that owl. Although they feel, you know, that they're in the dark at the moment, although that they feel that, you know, they can't really see. And again, with the moon energy, it's very subconscious, the moon. It's very difficult to progress forward under the influence of the moon because the shadows seem very large or you know, overwhelming. And so this person might be finding the shadow space pretty overwhelming at the moment. At the bottom, we've got, I want a commitment with you. Say you will be my one and only. Sorry, you can't see that. I'm not holding that very well. There you go. Say you will be my one and only. And I've got the ring down here. So I do feel that this person does want something more. But they are struggling. They are going through a hard time is what I'm getting. And I feel like Spirit is trying to accompany this person so that they can see more clearly where they're headed. I feel discarded and rejected by you. Right now, I'm feeling worthless. Wow. This person may struggle to communicate, or they may be struggling to express themselves in a way that seems right. They may be second guessing everything they do. This could be the sort of energy where somebody writes a text, deletes it, writes a text, deletes it, that sort of thing. because they feel some kind of rejection from your energy. And I'm not suggesting that you have rejected this person, or it's just that I feel like, okay, so they're going through a dark night of the soul. They're going through something that is really trying. They feel that they don't have the full picture, that they're not, they haven't hit an illuminated space. But they do understand that there's a connective energy here. They are, feeling their way in the dark with their other senses. But I feel like this person would they kind of feel a little bit like they need rescuing, is what I feel the need to say. Because I feel that they've got issues around rejection with this discarded energy. It's giving me 5 of coins. It's giving me it out in the cold. And they just, they don't know how to approach it. And the barn owls, famously silent, right? I mean, they are stealth. So this person is stealthy, but they're very observational. They're very watchful. And the owl always comes up for me in times of dark night of the soul energy, because it can see in the dark. It's got brilliant night vision. And so I feel like spirit is accompanying this person to awaken them to understanding that they have excellent night vision. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling about it. But they are struggling with self-worth at the minute. At the bottom we've got, I've had issues with work. It's taken up a lot of my time and energy. So this person may also be struggling in the practical, having to, focus on a practical energy. And that's not really what you want to do when you're dealing with it like a spiritual dark transit. You want to have time to reflect on that. You want to have time, and I feel this person would be taking time on their own, is the sensation here. I also feel there's a sense that this person doesn't think you understand them. And that puts them in conflict with either you or themselves, but it's because they are struggling with feeling good about themselves. They feel, I'm not worthy. That's what I'm feeling. They're feeling a bit worthless. Well, that is totally contrary, the energy that's just popped up. I'm feeling energized and carefree. I want to explore my options. I'm living my best life. Well, that feels like a complete facade. With all this, I'm struggling with the difference between fantasy and reality. Everything feels hopeless. I feel worthless. La la, everything's fine over here. Nothing to see. Nothing to see. Nothing at all. It's skippity-doo-dah, skippity-day. Yeah. Oh dear. It's giving me fool energy, this card, with the leaping. So I feel like maybe they do want to take a leap of faith. And I think they're presenting the fact that they're keeping their options open, that everything's fine. But that's not the reality. They're deadly silent about actually what's going on inside with this person, because they feel such a strong connection, is what I'm getting. Such a strong connection with you. Even if they're putting, a brave face on it, is what I'm feeling to say. But I mean, please forgive me. I can't stand this bad energy between us. I wish it were different. So they feel like they need your forgiveness for something. It says at the bottom, my anger is an issue right now. I need to foster self-control. I know it's unhealthy. I feel maybe the fire energy, something to do with the fire energy here. So the fire energy is also to do with motivation and drive and spark and inspiration. And I feel like this person's not connected to that energy right now. They're not feeling inspired. They're not feeling driven. and they're not feeling in a space where they can, take a risk, unless it's, with other romantic options that are fairly frivolous or that are transient, is what I'm needing to say, because the Fool is the wayfarer, is the nomadic energy, is it's a very youthful energy as well. It's like, at least it will be reconnecting them with a youthful energy, but it feels like a really glossed situation, so that people who are around this person may get this sort of fun-loving, engaged, but I feel like that would take a lot of energy to fake that, and that could render this person feeling pretty damn exhausted, which compounds this sense of feeling rejected or worthless and dealing with the shadow energy of rejection or of delusion, because I feel that they think that they could delude themselves, or that they easily delude themselves, or maybe they have been in a space of feeling deluded in the past, or just because they're trying to work out what's real and what is safe ground, is what I'm feeling. And it's the point of a shadow transit, right, is that you transit internally. Like, progress in the physical is not really that viable or that possible if you're really working on this energy, because it is so self-reflective. It does require venturing into the spaces of fear, and overcoming them. So maybe they're working their way up to taking a leap of faith here. That could be the case. Hello, Merlin. Yes, hello. I feel that they're working on their self-worth. I do feel like this person is putting in effort. I feel like Spirit is trying very hard to assist this person and help them transit through this sense of being out in the cold, or not being wanted, and therefore and they may be pouring more energy into, like I say, transient relationships, or ships that pass in the night kind of relationships, because I feel that in some way it makes them feel wanted, or it makes them feel less rejected. Or maybe I feel like they feel that you don't want them, and that would be, if they were honest, what they would say. I don't think they're necessarily dishonest. I just think that they are not articulating how they really feel about you, and about the fact that you maybe don't want them. And so they're boosting their confidence by feeling that there are plenty more fish in the sea, or that they have other options, or something like that. So there's some kind of bad energy that they feel has occurred within your connection. I'm not altogether sure what this is. We'll see. We'll see if anything else comes out. I'm haunted by memories. I dwell on the past and I can't seem to move on. Oh, that's interesting. And then we've got one that also wanted to come out with that, which I can't work you out, you baffle me. And then at the bottom of the deck, the universe keeps reminding me of you. I see signs everywhere. So again, with the spiritual connection, that is one of those things that just happens, doesn't it? They see you see signs everywhere. And so maybe there's some kind of memory that they have, that there's this like sense of negativity around something that's happened between you in the past, that they just can't seem to get past or move away from, and it just plays over and over, and they don't know what to make of it, is what I think is the case, because of this dreamer card, it's hard to see the difference between fantasy and reality. I feel like they don't really know what to make of this. something that's gone down that they're struggling to interpret, they're struggling to understand. We have very different outlooks and approaches to things. We need to find a way to compromise. And then at the bottom, I resent your success. It makes me feel bitter and jealous. So this person does compare themselves with you. And I feel that they feel boring or not inspirational, and that makes me feel like they see you as inspirational. That maybe they see you as this, that you're energized and carefree, that you want to explore your options, that maybe you're in the fool energy, and that's how they perceive you. And next to you, they feel like they're struggling, or that they're too different, or that they're, I really think they would like to find a way to work with you or to make things work. But they need to stop comparing themselves either unfavorably to other people or to you. I feel like they can't see a way through the impasse between maybe who you are and who they are and how that's going to work out. So they do feel a little bit jealous. I'm not getting that like super strong. It's just that they feel, and maybe the bitterness is almost a bit towards themselves because they really don't feel like they're winning at the moment. They really feel like they're struggling. Underneath that we've got, you make me feel vulnerable. And I do feel like this person feels a little bit fragile. And that they are trying to confront fears that they have specifically around communication, is the sensation. Or feeling that they're just not enough for you, or that you've rejected them. And maybe something has gone down that, maybe you felt you had to reject them for a new beginning. And if it has, I think that really haunts this person. It really bothers them. It's like they try and get away from the sensation of it, but it's tailgating them. Well, I mean, not tailgating, because this car's like right behind, tiny little headlights in the distance. But yeah, they feel like it's just there in the back of their mind, is what I'm feeling the need to say. It's there all the time in the back of their mind. And I think this communication issue might be a lot to do with how they feel comfortable communicating, maybe how you feel comfortable communicating. You might have very different personalities, or you seem to be very opposite. And instead of working out what works for you, which this waste paper basket is giving me that vibe that they're like, no, this won't work. No, this won't work. Instead of working out what works for you, this person needs to be working out what works for them. And communicating in a way that works for them, that makes them feel unburdened or makes them feel like lifted energetically. They need to be working on their own self-expression because they feel like they can't bridge the gap in some way. Health is a priority for me at the moment. I want it to improve. Okay, good. They're building up their confidence, is what I'm getting with this. They're working on this. They're trying to, at least I think, at the very least, they're working on things physically, or allowing themselves more time to restore, or some respite or something like that. Can we at least be friends? I want you in my life. And then at the bottom we've got, I miss you so much. I long to see you. It's hurting me that we're not together. So this person does really value you. I think this Fool-like energy is yours, maybe, because I feel like it's kind of carefree, and it helps them realize that they have choices and that they feel energized via your energy, and they're trying to make, you know, healthier decisions for themselves. I'm getting quite a sensitive energy of this person. I do feel like they're a sensitive soul. Just going to split the deck and see what comes out. Yeah, it's the Trophy card again. I resent your success. It makes me feel bitter and jealous. So I feel like they see you in a really positive space, and it's casting light on where they feel they're at, and so it's showing them shadow spaces, maybe around jealousy, maybe around comparing themselves unfavorably, self-worth. I do feel like they're working on it. I do. Right. Well, I realise we have a spiritual connection, please, Spirit. Drive, motivation, and will. So this connection is actually really, really good for their fire force energy. I feel that it is a driving factor in assisting them in getting forward, assisting them to kind of get the motor running, head out on the highway, to be more adventurous, to be more carefree, to try and connect more to the Fool energy, is what I'm getting with that. And they are driven towards you. They have this drive to come towards you, to explore the connection, because, you know, the fire energy is very adventurous, and I feel like this person is working on their fire force. They may feel, you know, burnt out, or they may feel, lacking in inspiration. I feel like they don't feel very inspirational. One on I'm a dreamer. Home, family, and comfort. I feel like this is what they want with you, and I feel like it's giving, you know, 10 of coins energy, stability, security, protection, ease, snuggling, that kind of, again with the fire coming up in this card. So they want the fire to be like the hearth of the home, and before we had TV sets, the hearth of the home was the center of social spaces. And I feel like they want to be at the center of your existence with you. But they don't know if this is just a fantasy that they're playing with at the minute. That if they're just dreaming about something that is not reality for this person. But they feel a sense of being at home with you, or that you are home to this person, or there's a sense of familiarity, or maybe they are a member of your family. I'm not quite sure what you're asking about, but yeah, I feel that it's you give them a comforting energy, or when they're with you, they feel comforted just nearby. They feel a healing energy nearby is my sensation. I'm going through the dark night of the soul. One on that, please, Spirit. Communicate, voice, words. Yes. I mean, yes. So they're having a real issue about communicating. And it's really kicking up fears. It's kicking up the fear of being rejected. But, you know, rejection is a form of protection in the spiritual world. So I don't think they perceive it like that. And, you know, to be fair to them, they do feel vulnerable. They do feel it is a difficult place. The dark night of the soul is a fragile space. It does make us feel kind of skinless to the world and not ready to deal. It's because the energy is asking to go inwards with this person instead of expressing outwardly. So I feel like, again, if they went inwards and just wrote down things maybe that they want to say to themselves, or letters that they don't have to send. It's that old thing, isn't it, of writing a letter to somebody and knowing that you don't have to send it, but just getting it all out. Just so that you know where you sit emotionally. So this person's trying to navigate emotional space that they may be uncomfortable with. At the bottom, we've got tension, pressure, and stress. So I do feel like it really stresses them out. And it may be that silence is stressing them out. But it's also lighting up the dark areas, the shadow spaces that they need to look at. It's like stage fright. I think this person's got stage fright. That's what's coming through. You know, not having the right words, as if they need to be entirely precisional. I'm hearing do da 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 is all I want to say to you. Do da da da. Yeah, I think this person might struggle to express themselves. And maybe there's issues maybe around the throat chakra here that need healing. It could be that they have felt that they haven't had a voice, or that they've struggled to be heard, or that things that they have said like may not have been understood, or may have been misunderstood. Or I feel like this person, and again, I don't necessarily feel like this is energy with you. I mean, it could be, but I feel like it's much more with other people, other situations where they just don't feel heard, or they haven't felt heard, or they haven't really felt seen. Yeah, because I feel like this person has had to deal with feeling, you know, worthless or rejected, or treated in a way that discarded them. I almost want to say neglected emotionally as well here. Endure, inspire, and strength. This person, you know, there's courage here. They are pushing through. This is to do with breaking family karma, or family patterns is the vibe. It says ancestry, tradition, and past. So again, with the energy of this, doesn't necessarily feel like you, but something from their past. I wonder, there may be an Egyptian connection or some kind of past life connection to this person, is what I'm getting. There's strong wisdom with this person, but they're having to stand. Yeah, because the lighthouse is really visible, isn't it? I feel like this person is like naturally protective. And maybe they see you as very strong or inspirational. And if they're seeing your ability to endure situations, I think that is really assistive for this person. Yeah, they just want to push through. But the issues around the traditional energy of the past, it may be that they're having to break with conditioning, or break with expectations related to traditional. They're not quite sure what the best road is the vibe. I'm feeling energized and carefree. Okay, one on this, please, Spirit. Whoa, so I'm feeling a bit chaotic all of a sudden with this person. Block, obstacle, and limit. Do they feel you've blocked them out, or that they don't have access to your energy or your space, or that there are strong limitations on this relationship or this connection? and it kind of feels insurmountable. They're struggling to endure this sense of being prevented from accessing you, or prevented from entering in to something, to a more carefree energy. And they will be blocking themselves if they're presenting this carefree energy as themselves, when actually the reality is that they're struggling with the shadow work, with their communication. They're trying very hard to endure and motivate themselves. This energy is going to block and limit them because it's not authentic. I feel like they see you in like glowing terms is what I want to say. Maybe you are like a lighthouse to this person. Peace, healing, and renewal. They really want to bring peace to whatever this negative energy is between you. They want a sense of renewing and healing to occur with this energy. And they do have the will to do that. But I feel that what is preventing communication, or what is preventing these dreams coming into a reality, is the fact that they doubt whether it's true and founded in, you know, they think that maybe they're deluding themselves. But yeah, they feel guarded though. Look, protect, defend, guard at the bottom. And it almost, because it's an umbrella, it's giving me like protection from like emotional content. I feel if this person did communicate and open up and they were very authentic about how they were feeling, that it may be that emotional content may need to come out for the healing to occur, for peace to be brought to their situation. And that might make them feel very vulnerable, especially if they're not altogether sure whether it's a real thing, this spiritual connection between the two of you. I mean, I think they know it's there. But yeah, okay, so I'm haunted by memories. Destruction, damage, and ruin, or something happened in the past that was very destructive. And it could have nothing to do with you. I mean, it could be that they ruined something with you, that they destroyed something here. For some of you, but for most of you, that's not what I'm getting. For most of you, what I'm getting is that they have had some ruinous energy go down, that they can't kind of get around or get over. They're trying to heal. They're trying to heal this. And I think they're kind of following your energy at a distance, is what I'm getting with that little car following in the distance. But they may still be recouping or healing from this destruction and trying to renew themselves from some kind of destructive past energy that felt very damaging. And again, we've got illusion, fantasy, and pretense at the bottom. So my feeling is that they were in their kind of Neptune dreamy energy in the past, and they didn't see the damage and destruction and ruin coming. They didn't see it coming, and now they're very skeptical about trusting their intuition because they're worried that it's just fantastical energy, and that it would lead to more harm. And this person could have, you know, done something destructive in the past, and they feel like they could have sabotaged that energy or connection in some way, and they want to overcome that. They want to heal on that space. They want to heal with you. One and we have very different outlooks, please, Spirit. Perspective, distance, and clarity. So they are gaining clarity by taking time out, and there may well be distance between you. And meditate, breathe, and master is at the bottom of the deck. So they're trying to get through this. They're trying very hard to work on these issues. Health is a priority for me at the moment. I want it to improve. Display, drama, and performance coming. The performance energy is coming out there because I really feel like it's working on their physical performance, or that they've had problems maybe with their health. But I feel like they may be physically trying to be stronger or get stronger, because I feel like it puts them in a more confident space. Or this could have been drama that has gone down here that damaged their health. Maybe this destructive, ruinous energy was really damaging for their health, for their mental outlook. And they've been trying to gain perspective on the differences between you and trying to gain clarity on that. Can we at least be friends? I want you in my life. Ooh. I'm not taking it. It fell upside down. Ugh. Right. Can we at least be friends? Shame, sorrow, and guilt. So there is some kind of shame. Okay, passion, attraction, and sexuality. So maybe they feel ashamed because they feel all these like passionate feelings towards you, and they want to be fair, truth, justice, and balance at the bottom. But they're kind of hiding this at the moment. All right, I'm going to chuck one more in the middle. Arrival, news, and message. That's interesting. So I do feel like they really want to send you a message. And at the bottom, we've got creativity, talent, and expression. And they may see you as very creatively talented, as very good at self-expression. I'm not sure. But I feel like they want to express their creativity, their talent. They want to, message in a bottle, I'll send an SOS to the world. Yeah, well, that's the police have come up twice in this reading. I wonder if this person is a fan, or I'm not quite sure, but they want to message. They would like to message you. I mean, this is messages from your person. Yeah, they want to. That came up upside down. So I feel like want to close a gap, or there's a sense of isolation or being in separation and silence from you. That energy, the silent energy coming up again, them not expressing themselves here. There's a lot going on emotionally in this person, but they are trying really hard to gain perspective on, injury, or gain perspective. And it could be physical injury as well. It doesn't have to be just like mental and emotional, but they want to come out of separation is what I'm feeling the need to say. And at the bottom, we've got rebirth, return, and transformation. Yes, so they want to be reborn from the situation that they're going through. And they feel guilty, I think, about missing you, or guilty about how limited they feel, how blocked they feel, or guilty about showing you maybe a facade that they want to explore their options, or they're out living their best life, or because I don't think that's the reality for this person. This person is sensitive, is the feeling that I get from this person. They're sensitive. I feel like they do have a conscience. They see you as home. They want to endure. They want to overcome the problems that they might be having around communication or being recognized, or maybe even their home situation. They want to drive towards this connection. They want peace. They want healing. They want to stop being haunted by the past and all the shit that's gone down here. And maybe taking time apart has given them perspective and distance. I'm going to pick one more for you guys. Reflection, retreat, and solitude. Yeah, they've reflected. And currently they're feeling burnout, exhaustion, and depression. And we saw that with the dark night of the soul. They're confronting confusion, fear, and trauma that has occurred in the past. But I do feel like they want either your forgiveness or a close relationship with you, or to be able to feel safe enough to express their sorrow, or something about how guilty they may feel for presenting something about themselves that may not have been true. Not altogether sure, but yeah, I feel like this person is really drawn to you, and I feel like in some way your energy is really assistive for them in transiting the dark night of the soul, or working on aspects of themselves that hurt to look at. All right then, I think that's all I've got for you, part 2. Really hope it resonated, and if it did, please like, subscribe, share, do all the things. Love you guys. Take care. I'll read for you again soon. Bye. Hello, my part 3s, and welcome. So, what messages is your person going to bring through? Can you tune me into the messages from my part 3 person, please, Spirit? Tune me in, please, Spirit. I believe in magic when we're together. You make my world come alive. It must be love. Wowza. And then at the bottom, I wish I had shown you more love. You have no idea how much I really care. So, is this person... is this a newer situation? It could be. Or you could have been together and I don't think this person's revealed how they feel about you. That's what's coming through. And they suspect they may be in love with you. Is the feeling. My family have expectations of me. They would not approve of our union. Oh, interesting. And then at the bottom, we've got, I keep a lid on my emotions. I repress my feelings for you as they are so intense. I'm trying to ignore my heart at the moment. Interesting. So are they in a commitment with someone else, or is this like a broader family? I'm not sure. But there's something that is preventing this person, and it's some kind of social expectation to do with their family. Maybe they've got kids. Yeah, I'm not altogether sure, but there's something different about your energy to their energy. And maybe to their upbringing. It could be a cultural difference. It could be, yeah, there's some kind of difference that they don't think would be accepted within their family setup. So it could be religious or cultural or something traditional like that. I can't be myself when I can be myself, sorry, when I'm with you. I feel free and authentic. So your energy enables this person to feel that they are unshackled is what I'm hearing. Unshackled from responsibilities or obligations or duty or, yeah, all those words coming through. I really need support right now. I'm having a really tough time is what it says on the bottom. They are struggling, this person. They're struggling with how they feel about you, because I feel like they wish you knew how much they cared is what I'm getting. But they're still, I feel, still acting in accordance to the obligation. I feel like I'm running out of time to save this connection. It's taken me too long to take action. Interesting. So maybe you're waiting for this person to deal or confront their fears around these things like expectation or obligation. And I feel like you may be running out of patience with this person is the sensation. At the bottom we've got, I want to surprise you, watch this space. I mean, and they see you in unicorn terms, so you're super special to this person. But I just... yeah, they may have delayed dealing in some way here. Let's see what more will come out. Oh, Jesus, I'm going for this one. I want to run away with you and enjoy quality time together. I dream about how happy we could be. This person kind of lives in the illusion, like the dream of what could be rather than the reality of their situation. And it's like you're a breath of fresh air to this person. That's what I'm getting, because I'm feeling your energy in these three cards and their energy in these cards here. And see the different tones. I mean, very different. You're very different energetically is what I feel the need to say. I think you're very free. You may be very spiritual or magical. You may be more whimsical is also what I feel the need to say. And this person... you know, when they get a fix of your energy, they forget that they are obligated or that there's like big levels of expectation on their shoulders or that they've been dragging their feet. So I honestly, if you're connecting with this person, I don't think that this person is going to move any faster while you're allowing them to imbibe of your energy and then just dream about it. Because I think that they can avoid their issues via your energy somehow. So it makes me wonder about the boundaries in this situation. Or whether you're getting to the point where you're like, I'm ready to put the line in the sand or something like that with the ocean behind here and the sand here. It says at the bottom, my childhood was challenging and I'm still affected by those issues. Yeah, this person may have strong family conditioning that they are being asked to break with or challenge, spiritually challenge. Careful they don't escape via your energy, though, is what I feel the need to say. Escape from their shadow space or look to you for some kind of support or protectionism, almost parental is the sensation. I'm uncomfortable with doing nothing about this. Yep, I'm feeling lazy and unmotivated. Yeah, this person has no intention of changing this situation. If they can drag their feet, they will. And if you let them, they will, is what I'm getting. They're so comfortable in your energy that they want to kind of fully escape the reality of the other energy that is asking them to confront the shadow or look at shadow elements. But they know that they can't do this forever, but they're still not budging. I'm full of doubt and anxiety. My fear of failure holds me back. Yeah, again, like strong conditioning, strong fear in their energy. Fear of failure. It feels like there's been a lot put on this person in terms of the expectation. And that could have happened from a young age is what I'm getting with this person. Like almost being asked to grow up too fast, or yeah, I'm almost feeling like this figure here is like pulling this child energy up. Like you must be bigger than you are, or, you know, you must learn to be an adult from the second you pop out the womb kind of vibes going on. I'm going through the dark night of the soul. Everything feels hopeless at the moment. So they're unmotivated because they're feeling like there's nothing they can do. They feel wedged is the sensation between the time running out on the situation with you, and the fact that they just can't seem to face the shadow energy that is around their family expectations. Everything feels hopeless. They've kind of given up trying at the minute. At the bottom it says, I keep a lid on my emotions. I repress my feelings for you as they are so intense. I'm trying to ignore my heart at the moment. Yeah, this person doesn't want to deal with really the reality of either situation. They're avoiding their shadow with the situation that is challenging around their expectations. And with you, they are in a complacent kind of an energy that just, again, can only stay where it is the sensation. They just want to run away with you or escape with you, and it feels like they want to run away from these responsibilities, but that's not the way to deal with it. I think the way that they deal with it, I mean, I don't know, in extreme circumstances maybe it is, but the way that they deal with it, I think they need to be upfront. Upfront and say, and just go into the darkness with the flaming torch and be determined to hunt their shadow out the fucking corners is the vibe. But they are feeling a bit blur. Can we at least be friends? I want you in my life. Yeah, they want a continuation of your energy. That is if you're in touch with this person. I do feel like most of you are. But they are using it as an escapist tactic to avoid shadow work, which they really don't want to do. But they also just might need a good cry, is what I'm feeling for some of them. But it's like almost like I feel like they want your energy to deal with it for them. And your energy is not going to deal with it. At least I bloody hope not, because this is this person's stuff and not yours to deal with. And just because they feel down or unable to deal, or if they're comfortable with not dealing with it, and that's not an energy that Spirit wants you to encourage in this person. I'm a dreamer. It's hard for me to see the difference between fantasy and reality. Yeah, I believe that. I think that it's all a kind of fantasy at the moment, and they're just directly avoiding the reality bit. I'm working on building a solid foundation for us. I want it to last between us. I'm not sure I believe that. I'm not sure I believe that. It says at the bottom, I'm haunted by memories. I dwell on the past and can't seem to move on. I feel like they They're kind of stuck in the past is what I'm feeling the need to say about this person. They're working on building a foundation. How so? I'm going to ask. I might pick a tarot on that. How so? What foundation? All right, get my tarot cards. What foundation are you working on, Power 3 person? Because I don't really see that anywhere else here. Queen of Cups, the Emperor, Queen of Wands, no, I'm still confused. I'm going to reshuffle. Two of Swords. Yeah, that's more like the energy I'm getting. I think they do love you. I mean, we've got the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. But I don't think they're doing diddly shit. To be honest, I don't think they're building something in the 3D. I think they've got a limited amount of time with which to put that into action. Because twos are temporary energies. They don't know what move to make currently. They're real indecisive and they don't even want to look at it. Look, they don't even want to look at it. I think they perceive you as like the Queen of Cups that came out. They perceive themselves as an emperor, but it's like daydream energy is what I was getting from that. Yeah, this person is genuinely undecided. They're planted firmly on the bloody fence is the sensation. They're like, this is where I'm staying. Even though I will end up at the end of the day with 0 testicles. Male or female. Allegorical for the females, obviously. But yeah, I mean, well, allegorical for both, we'd hope, right? But still, it's... I believed what others had to say about you, even though I knew it was nonsense. What? So this person's energy is really squirrely now, is the sensation that I'm getting. What is this nonsense? Right, I'm going to shuffle in some other cards and see if something emerges. Right, I'm going to shuffle in from the top here. I believed what others had to say about you, even though I knew it was nonsense. Who have they been listening to? Who have they been discussing you with? I can't work you out, you baffle me. If I split the deck and then I was unfaithful and I wish I could change that now, I only have myself to blame. Has this person got a third party, or have you, or is this someone that cheated on you? This person spends most of their time evading things, is the sensation. Tricky energy. I believe in magic when we're together. You make my world come alive. Right, one on that. Skill, elevation, and success. So they feel elevated in your company is what I'm getting. They feel that they gain perspective, that they can see clearly. They feel successful. They feel like a winner. Peace, healing, and renewal. They want peace to be brought to the situation with their family struggles, their family difficulties, or the fact that their family would not approve. They want to create a peace. They want to keep the peace is what I'm getting as well. They want to keep the peace. Commit, unify, vow. I feel free and I feel free and authentic. So maybe they want to commit to you, or they would like to marry you even. But then fail, collapse and shock at the bottom. Are they married already? Are you? I'm not sure. There's some kind of commitment here, and with that unfaithful card, I don't know whether that you are the third party or there is someone else. Or maybe the third party is a family situation, and their unfaithfulness is because they're choosing traditionality or what is expected of them over a commitment with you. That could be the case here. I'm running out of time to save this connection. Illusion, fantasy, and pretense. What? Yeah, there's some kind of pretending. That's so weird, because I do believe that. I do believe they are running out of time. And I feel that energy. But the illusion, fantasy, and pretense, it's almost like they don't want me to see that they know that. They know they're running out of time. But they don't want to look at it. Again, they want to delude themselves. There's very childlike energy going on in this for me. I don't know why. It's just... Or maybe they don't think that... No. Well, they seem pretty complacent and comfortable with where they're at. Maybe they don't think they're going to run out of time. No, I believe them. I think they know they do. Even if they're pretending to not know that. Okay. Toxicity, waste, stagnation. Bloody hell. I want to run away with you. I dream about how happy we could be. And a toxicity, waste, stagnation. It's just like, because they just want to pass time and not take action. This person does not want to take action. That's the vibe. Okay, I'm comfortable with doing nothing about this. I'm feeling lazy. One on that, please, Spirit. Educate, answer, learn. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is you learning about this person, or recognizing that this person is running out of time, or you're ready to put the line in the sand, or maybe some of you already have. I mean, I'm not altogether sure, but I feel that, you know, this person may be very clever, maybe very, very well read, is also what's coming through, but they're not feeling, maybe they're not learning the lessons of the dark night of the soul at this stage, although I feel like Spirit is trying to accompany them, trying to help them find peace, help them see renewal up ahead is what I'm getting, but I'm not sure this person's listening. End, finality, and departure. Yeah, there's something they have to end. There's something that has to be brought to an end, and it could be something to do with a family situation. It could be another person. But there's something that has to be ended so that they can confront this shadow. And that might be a message for you, that you need to draw this to a close with this person. Very confusing energy with this person. Very confusing. Can we at least be friends? I want you in my life. And then Law of Vice Temptation just saw that at the bottom of the deck. I mean, it's almost like it's tempting, that you're too tempting for this person. They would want to evade doing the work via your energy. They just want to escape via your energy. Travel, explore, discover, again with a, you know, let's go on holiday. But Spirit is like, this is a wasteful energy. Wasteful energy. At the back, we've got betrayal, subterfuge, and dishonor. There's something very dishonorable about the utilization of your energy to kind of escape their the duty they have to themselves, the obligation they have to themselves, the responsibility they have to themselves, not to others, but to themselves. One on the building a foundation between the two of us. You know, I think they want to, or, you know, at least they feel like they want to build that with you, but they're not taking action on it. Ambition, focus, and desire. They do have ambition. They do have a strong desire to build with you, but they're just refusing to look at it. That's the feeling that I'm getting. They're just refusing to look at it. I feel like I'm running out of time. Again, I feel like they're refusing to fucking look at it. Man, this person's annoying. You frustrated. You frustrated, pile 3, because the energy's frustrating and it seems a bit all over the frickin' show, honestly. I mean, this person, they really are really avoiding something which needs to be ended. And I feel like, I don't feel like they're going to bring that energy. I feel like the end of something is going to be brought by either you or someone else, or I feel like it's you. I feel like it's you. Because it kind of spiritually forces this person to look at what they've been avoiding, so that they can get the healing that they need, though they can heal this space within themselves. It's not strong energy. I believed what others had to say about you, even though I knew it was nonsense. Right, one on this one, Spirit, because this one's frankly fucking baffling. Communicate, voice, words. So there's been some kind of gossip, is the sensation. There's been some discussion about you, is the feeling here. I feel like this person could be very easily swayed, or they say what needs to be said depending on the situation. I feel like this person is always smoothing feathers, or complying or agreeing with whoever in the room they feel has sort of energetic authority, and this person gives away energetic authority because they don't want to make decisions. They'd rather decisions were made for them, is the feeling. And then any repercussions that come from that can be blamed on the person that made the decision for them. So there's always kind of an exit strategy with this person. Yeah. It's kind of weak source. Not gonna lie. Weak source energy. Right. Passion, addiction, sexuality. Well, they're not short of attraction for you, is the sensation. Yeah, they definitely find you appealing. I think they'd want to have an affair, or you are an affair, or this person, or they would have affairs with other people. I'm not sure what your situation is, but I feel like they're driven by their loins, is what I feel the need to say. It's pretty much the only thing that they seems to motivate them at this point. That and staying in a fantasy land where they have all these dreams and desires, and yet they're doing sweet fuck all with themselves, is the vibe. Nurture, progeny, care. Yeah, it's almost parental. That I feel like this person wants somebody to be their mum or be their dad, or is the situation. You know, there's a very that's a very strange combination to get passion, attraction, sexuality next to. I mean, it isn't when you think about the pregnancy. Maybe they want to get you pregnant. I think maybe they would like to have a family, some of these people. But my feeling is that they want to be parented more so, which again, that's why I'm getting this weird incongruity between, you know, the sexual attraction and will you be a parent? It's really unsexy, right? Asking for somebody to be your parent is real unsexy when it comes to, you know, your love life. So that's the energy that's coming through with this person. That they are looking for somebody to look after them because they don't want to actually do it themselves. Place, area, and environment. I do feel that they would love to have a family with you, be at home with you, be established, be stable, share space with you. The only person that's holding this person back is themselves. They're holding themselves back. Just split the deck. Home, family, and comfort. There's big issues around home. Yeah, and at the bottom, confusion, trauma, and fear. So there's big issues around maybe their upbringing for sure. Their own relationship with themselves as parents could be an issue here. All kinds of avoidance of their own need to work on those spaces, and until they do, I just don't think this person's going to get off the fence. The time will run out. It will all have been a waste. Or they'll just try and run away, and they'll run away with their own issues still intact, and if they run to you, you'll be dealing with this person's unhealed issues. This is a great opportunity for this person to deal with their sense of obligation. And they've got to make that call on their own. And if they choose to commit to the obligated energy, then it needs to be game over for you. And maybe it already is, and maybe that's something that some of you are considering. Anyway, I really hope that resonated, pile 3. And if it did, please whack me a like, drop me a comment. It'd be lovely to hear from you. And thanks so much for listening. Bye. Hello, my lovely pile 4s. So, tune me in with this person's energy, please, Spirit. Tune me in. Tune me in with pile 4's person, please. Oh, come on now. I feel so romantic towards you. I want to lavish you with love. So this person has like heartfelt energy towards you. It says, I like to rescue others. It makes me feel heroic. I often create situations that only I can resolve. Yeah. I'm hearing the song Superman. I feel like this person likes to be of service, is the feeling. But that energy of being of service, I feel it gets them into trouble. I feel that their willingness to help means that they end up being leaned on in situations and then feel that they've created it. That's very interesting that's what's coming through. And they have participated in it. It's just that I feel that this person gets leaned on because they're naturally a good saviour. I don't know quite how to put that. Okay, I've had issues with work. It's taken up a lot of my time and energy. So this person's been working hard. And maybe that's a reason for why they haven't moved towards you. Or maybe you know that they've been working a lot and you understand this. It says, I'm in the process of transformation. Losing you has forced me to change my behavior and my outlook. Ooh. So this person has lost you in their opinion. So I feel like although they feel very heartfelt towards you, maybe you're not around anymore and this person has kind of buried themselves in work. And it does take up a lot of their energy, but I feel like it's a form of taking their mind off this. Yeah, it's active energy. It's the active masculine energy that I'm getting with the work energy, but with this romantic energy, that's the active feminine principle. It's the feminine energy running along the side that is sitting in this person's heart space. I need to protect myself at the moment. It's the sensible thing to do. Because maybe they're dealing with feeling that they've lost you, and they're self-preservationally getting involved in their work. Because their heart space feels tender. I'm seeing bruising. I think their heart space feels bruised. It says, I'm influenced by other people's opinions about our connection at the bottom of the deck. Those eggs, they're making me feel like a vulnerability around your person, that there's a lot of different emotional content that they are experiencing. And they don't know quite how to feel about you. And maybe they feel all kinds of different ways about you at different moments. Sometimes frustrated, sometimes sad, sometimes happy. In terms of other people, and maybe they're trying to get input on it, and people have differing opinions, and so they just don't feel that they've come up with a solution of how to sort of deal with this. It's quite defensive. This person is a little bit defensive. Because they do really care for you, but they also feel like it's over and that they're having to integrate that. I'm working on building a solid foundation for us. I want it to last between us. So maybe there's hope for rekindling something here if it is over between you. At the bottom it says, I can't stop thinking about you. It's driving me crazy. You're haunting my every moment. So you're really playing on this person's mind. I feel that they feel that they really want a foundation. Look, with a construction hat next to a brick wall. I mean, they want to build. This person wants to build. They're willing to put the work in as well, is what I'm getting. Yeah. This person is, they don't shirk working, is the feeling, that they will put a lot of effort in, is the sensation. Oh, not quite sure what's gone on here. Because, this is pretty positive energy. I'm comfortable with doing nothing about this. Oh. I'm feeling lazy and unmotivated, and maybe that's what's gone on. But that's really weird, because this is like strong work ethic and then putting the brakes on. Or maybe it's they don't have a choice, and because something's over between you, it could be a situation where they don't feel like they have a choice. So that's making them feel unmotivated. I keep an eye on you. I want to know what you're doing. I feel left out. So I do feel like this person watches you or wants to know what you're up to. At the bottom, I believed what others had to say about you, even though I knew it was nonsense. So, is this person easily influenced by other people's opinions? Yeah, because the eggs was about other people's opinions or influenced by other people's opinions. So I think that in the past they may have been influenced by different people's perspectives on your connection, and yeah, and now they think it's nonsense, and I think they feel pretty sorry about that or sad about that. I'm a dreamer. It's hard for me to see the difference between fantasy and reality. Yeah, this person is very romantic. I mean, they are very romantic. So they can get swept up in the romance of things, is what I'm feeling. They're very tender-hearted, this person. It's very sweet energy that they have, as well as like hard-working energy, but being easily influenced by other people's opinions is a little bit weak, and yeah, maybe they were unsure or worried that they would be judged. I'm not sure. I'm in a long-term commitment. Oh, well, there it is. I'm not sure it's worth the pain to break up with my partner. So this person's attached. That's why they're defensive. They're with someone else. But there's such romantic energy towards you. But they've put the brakes on because they have another commitment going on. And it could be a partnership, like a work partnership as well, is what I'm being told. And they feel that they could be like easily swept up, but that it's an illusion and it may not result in anything. They want to protect themselves. They're trying to be sensible because of this other commitment. It says at the bottom, children are a factor in our connection. I'm trying to be responsible. So yeah, they are being sensible, being responsible. They need to maybe pull back on the energy despite how they feel about you, despite the fact that they watch you, that they may dream about you, that they feel very romantically inclined towards you. Maybe you work with this person, I don't know, but they're committed to work. So maybe they ended the situation, or I'm not quite sure, but obviously they're in a space where they're trying to transition that. I can't work you out, you baffle me. So there is like miscommunication here. I've not been honest. I'm scared to be authentic with you. I lie to myself. I can't accept who I am. On the bottom of the deck. Jeez. Yeah, I feel like they can't accept how they feel about you. I feel like they're really struggling to accept how they feel about you. And they're baffled. They're baffled by it, even though they kind of want to build as well. It's kind of, they just instinctively feel that way. I realise I may have done so much damage. There's no returning to you. I'm feeling intense loss. Oh dear. Yeah, again, I feel that they're not motivated to do anything about this connection because they're dealing with the loss of the connection is the sensation. Okay, right. I feel romantic towards you. I want to lavish you with love. One on there, please, Spirit. Shame, sorrow, and guilt. They feel guilty about how they feel about you. Yeah, at the bottom we've got friendship, socialize, gather. Maybe this person is like somebody that you hang out with, or they're friends, or I'm not quite sure, but yeah, they're trying to hide it because they're with someone else. Okay, one on I've had issues with work. It's taken up a lot of my time and energy. Scrutinize, consider, and watch. And that sort of goes hand in hand with this keeping an eye on you. I think they do that at work. Maybe they do it at work. Yeah, they want to know what's going on. I think they want to know if you're all right. That's the sensation that's coming through. But they're having to be scrutinizing at work. They're having to, pay attention to details. We've got burnout, exhaustion, and depression at the bottom. I think they have been working really hard. They have been working really hard. So when it says I'm working on building a solid foundation for us, I think that's with their current partner. Destiny, synchronicity, and luck. I do feel like this person, although there are these strong feelings towards you and this kind of romantic drive, and this person likes to keep their eye on you, I feel like they do think that their current relationship is somehow a destined partnership, or it's somehow meant to be with these two. Okay. Travel, explore, and discover on the solid relationship. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this person is maybe travels with their partner, maybe wants to explore building more in the physical with their partner. I'm so sorry if this is upsetting to anybody. I'm really not here to make anyone upset. I'm comfortable with doing nothing about this. Friendship, socialize, gather. So maybe you're in this person's group, friendship group, and they're happy to keep it at that level, but they feel guilty about the fact that they do watch you and they do feel romantically drawn towards you, even if they're with somebody else. And again, you might work with this person for some of you, but they're keeping it on the level is the vibe. Commit, unify, vow. This person feels guilty because they know that they're in a commitment, but like law of vice temptation, you're on their mind as a third party energy. You're on their mind as a third party. And there's a strong sexual desire, there's a strong romantic desire. But yeah, I mean, they haven't done anything to move towards you, is the sensation, and they feel like they've destroyed any potential, or they're not moving towards you. Maybe they've moved towards you and then suddenly pulled back. That could be the case as well. But burnout, exhaustion, and depression. Yeah, they've overdone it. They've overdone it. And I think that they've been all up in their head about this. It's hard for me to see the difference between fantasy and reality. It's been exhausting. And then betrayal, sabotage, and dishonor. So if there has been something that's gone on, this person is now racked with guilt about the betrayal. Or, you know, contemplating how that would feel. Yeah, it's not great. Right. Too many coming out. One, please, Spirit. One on I'm in a long-term commitment, please, Spirit. Explosive, hostile force. That wanted to come out upside down though when it came out. I think they're pushing down a lot of passion, or they're pushing down like intense emotion. And this may bubble up in their relationship, I want to say, as passive aggressive. Or there's some kind of really uncomfortable passive aggressive energy because of this person's kind of trying to put a lid on their emotions towards you and then feeling guilty about it. At the bottom we've got protect, defend, and guard. Yeah. So they've gone from burnout to, it's because they're so unbalanced with this fire energy. They burn out, but then there is still this intense energy. Block, obstacle, limit. So maybe you've blocked them. Maybe they blocked you out. I can't work you out. You baffle me. Maybe because you pulled away from this situation. It could be the case. But there is some limitation here. They're bound by a commitment that they're at this point determined to keep with the other person. Sensuality, intimacy and pleasure at the bottom. Again, I feel that this is like an energy that is ignited when they think about you, or when they, yeah, that's the way it feels. Feels like to do with you, that energy. It kind of opens a like softer frequency with this person. Okay, why don't I realize I've done so much damage, there's no returning. Betrayal, subterfuge, and dishonor coming up again. Ooh. They feel that they've maybe betrayed you. It's almost like a quiet betrayal, or maybe they didn't tell you that this was going on. And if they didn't tell you, maybe they have done way too much damage, and there's bugger all they can do about it at this stage. And maybe if you don't have contact with this person, because some of you might not, they're not really feeling motivated to do anything other than just hang out with friends, is what I'm getting. Yeah, well, that took a turn. Maybe I should just throw one more in. I should have altered my camera ages ago. Sorry about that. Throw one in the center. Nurture, progeny, care. So this person could have children. This person feels like they need to care for themselves and to self-nurture. Creativity, talent, and expression. There's so much that is held within. It's like the pregnant pause type feeling. It's like there's so much held within that has the potential to be very beautiful, and they do see this energy. But end, finality, departure. But it has to end. Truth, justice, and balance. This is some kind of karmic lesson, is the sensation that I'm getting here. Well, anyway, I think that's all I've got for you, Stack 4. I really hope it resonated. And if it did, please like, subscribe, share, drop me a comment. Lovely to read for you guys. I'll read for you again soon. Bye.